What's going on, guys? Matt Harmon, Catching Tanks on Instagram, Harmon Outdoors on YouTube. My buddy Joe Frank. We're going to be making some baits. We're going to walk you through the process. He's my bait guy. And Joe, if you want to introduce yourself.
I'm Joe Frank. I'm owner of Bait and Tackle, and that's what I am on YouTube and Instagram. So B8N Tackle.
So follow Joe, subscribe. We're going to make you guys some baits, show you the process, and drink some Angel's Envy while we do it. So let's rock and roll.
Let's do it.
Let's hop into some jigs.
All right. So first thing we're going to need is you're going to need your Do It mold, and you got your hooks laid out there with it, and you have the hole pins that you're going to put in place because we're going to put the weed guards in after we actually pour the lead.
Okay. And we're going. We're transitioning into fall and winter. As you guys know, crayfish change colors, get to a darker color, so we're going to go with darker colors here on our skirt selection. Also, this is some frogs he's made up in a little different color scheme that he's done on the Grinch. What do you put a name on these yet?
Not yet.
the Grinch. The Grinch. We'll have to come up with a name for that one. So post a comment. Give us some ideas of what we should call this color. All right.
So go ahead and open up that mold.
All right. We're going to open up the mold.
Here, hold that.
All right.
You can do the handwork.
All right. So what we're going to do here.
So we need the hook first. You're going to go with a 3/8 ounce with a 4/0 hook.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what side you put the hook on. You can do it on either side.
All right. So we're putting the hook here?
Yep, in the middle there. See it? So you're going to put the eye there. And it's going to go right down through the center of the bait.
All right.
Okay. And then we're going to put the hole pin in, and you see the indentation where the hole pin, like the edge of it sits in there, and then it goes towards the bait.
I'm putting it this
right
way?
Up in there, yep.
Oh, that didn't work as
You
planned.
got it. Okay, and you'll know it's not right when you go to close it if it doesn't set straight, so it should be good. Close that up nice and carefully, and it'll be flush. So just check it like that, yep. So as long as you're flush there,
okay.
As long as you're flush on the edge of that mold, you should be good to go. So hold that tight, bring it over to the lead pot.
All right.
Get that ladle, or you can get that pot out of the way. Yep. And what you want to do is put so it's the middle hole.
Okay.
You're gonna want to put it right to the tip of that thing.
This thing here?
Yep. And then pull the handle up.
Pull the handle up.
You'll see the lead come out.
Yep.
Yep. Let go. And then just pull it right out there, and then that'll. Yep. You're good.
All right.
And then bring it over here, and it cools pretty fast, so you can go ahead and open it right up. There you go.
How about that? All right. Hey, we poured extra there.
That's right.
With just
That's
no
fine.
hook.
No big deal.
Hey, that's for practicing flipping.
All right, so now we're going to take this thing out of here. Let me get this out of here. And the lead will be hot, so just got to be careful. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a pair of cutters here. And we're going to cut that sprue off. And there's your jig. And then what we do is we just pull the pin out, and that way you got a nice little hole there, and we'll drill it out after because we're going to dip it in paint.
You don't yell frag out when you pull the pin?
No. So we're good. So we'll throw that back in the lead pot.
All right. A little recycled goods.
That's right. And then what we got to do is we got to put on the heat gun here. I'll show you the paint. Yeah, if you want to show them the paint color you picked.
If you want to take the top off there. And
So this one's called Camo Black Flake. So it is a green pumpkin with black flake in it. I don't know if I can get it to see the little black speckles in there. So that'll be a nice little color. We'll show you what it looks like after. Okay, actually pull that open. And then we gotta grab these. Just put these on a real small set of clamps. And you just want to, we got this on high, you just want to go over it a little bit. Flip it over, just make sure all the lead's heated up real well. Sides. Okay, and then we take it over and we dip it right in the paint. Okay, and tap all the excess off. And then we bring it back over to the heat. Heat it up real good, and you'll see the paint start to melt. And that black should come out after it heats up. All your beautiful jigs here. A nice little tray, a little drip tray. We're going to open this up, pop them in, and the heat's set for 350. And we're just going to turn it on and bake at 350.
350
for 20 minutes.
For all you South Park fans. So I've picked out 2 different colors for one jig: a watermelon candy green pumpkin, a dark watermelon green pumpkin. And for the other one, we're doing a natural crawl and a green pumpkin nature's edge. So all of the jigs have come out of the oven. They're good to go. And now we're gonna put on brush guards and we're gonna install some skirts.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna hollow out the hole after paint got filled into it. We're just gonna hollow it out a little bit with this Dremel. Just to make sure we're good. That's all we want, just a little bit. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna put a little bit of super glue in this hole. Just a little bit here, if I can. As long as the glue will come out. Yep, there we go. Just one dot. Take one of these. We're just gonna jam it up in there.
Then we're gonna transition into a lunker, which is still good during a 50, 60 degree water temperature, because it's going to be a longer skirt, more action. Once you start dropping down into the low 50s, 40s, obviously you're going to transition to a shorter skirt, less action, because bass lethargic, they're going to want a slower moving bait. Bourbon's getting me. And yeah, so we're going to knock these out, and then we're going to transition into the lunkers.
Perfectly centered.
All right, got them in the O-ring.
Take that off of there. Cut the ends. That nice little green pumpkin and PB&J mixed together.
There's that.
So make sure I got the longer end. Doesn't really matter, but I like it that way. Nice little PB&J.
That is a tank catcher. What's what I tell you? Tank catcher.
So in this skirt, what we're going to want to do is, obviously the lunker is a little bit longer, so we're going to want to trim that one first. So we can pull it tight, cut that off, and then we're going to get the other 3 that are short. And we're going to cut those separate. So you got that longer, and this is just one side of it, but see how you got that longer trailer?
Right.
We're going to roll over to the other side, do the other side, same thing. Bam. Bam. And then we get that thing put on a jig. Okay. And there we go. We just gotta kind of play with the skirt to get it where you want it. And some of these ends might be a little twisted up. You just gotta get things where they need to be. But there's your skirt, and you got that extra long trailer there, and you can trim it up to whatever you want. good stir. It looks good. I think we're ready to go. So we get this stirred up good.
Give it a shot here.
Yep, that's close enough.
47.
Yep. So that's good.
Enough.
So I'm gonna get this injector in here, get it to the bottom, pull up as much of the plastic without spilling it. That's about good. I don't want to get any air in there. Bring it over to the molds, put it in, and when you push down, you want to push down enough until you feel it stop. You don't want to push too hard, because if you push too hard, it's going to blow the plastic right out of the actual mold itself. And then one thing you want to be careful of, you want to make sure you fill up that sprue right there, because it will draw in some more plastic. Same thing. Push down until it stops, and then fill up that sprue. That's it, man. Just wait till they dry. All right, ready?
Yep.
So we're gonna release these clamps. Let's see how we did. Let's get the first one open here. Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Mr.
Just
Grinch.
rip that sprue off there. And there is your
I'd hit
nice lizard. 7-inch lizard.
I dig it.
Let's make sure the other one did okay. Sure did. Put that sprue off there. There's another 7-inch lizard in the Grinch color. Love it. Amazing.
I love it. I love it a lot. So finished product on the Grinch. I put crawfish oil in just a simply just an oil just to lubricate them. I've had good luck with just that scent. Actually called a tank on the red shad version, and added anise and coffee to the frogs. And the frosted Grinches. I think that's what we're calling them now. The frosted Grinches. The frosty Grinches. Also went with a crawfish and oil. So yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles.
I think I missed one. We're going to start that over.
Bourbon helps in most situations, except for tight fitting spaces.
Yeah, bait making probably isn't a good
Bourbon
thing
helps for baby making, not bait making.
That's right.